Hello, and thanks very much for having me. My name is Stacy Kauk, and I'm the director of Shopify's Sustainability Fund. Shopify is a leading global commerce company providing trusted tools to start, grow, manage, and market a retail business of any size. We now have over 1.7 million merchants on our platform from 175 countries. Shopify invests in sustainable practices and technologies that fight climate change to achieve our mission of becoming a 100-year company. We need to not only make commerce better, but we also need to take better care of our planet, and we've decided to play an active role in making a low-carbon future a reality. We launched Shopify's Sustainability Fund in September 2019, where we committed a minimum of $5 million annually to support companies and projects. Our goal is to spur market demand for the highest potential, most innovative solutions available, and we're doing this by spending at least $1 million annually of that $5 million annual commitment on carbon sequestration. And for us, that means taking carbon out of the air and locking it away for the long term. Our strategic relationships are intended to help support research, kickstart demand, and catalyze change by investing and supporting the most promising climate solutions and technologies out there. In 2020, we helped get this started by making purchases from 13 companies. These purchases are supporting startups and early companies by being their first customer and demonstrating that Shopify is willing to buy what they're selling. For some companies, our purchases mean they can fund groundbreaking research and scale their business. Since our purchases, we have seen an uptick in buyers looking to purchase carbon credits, and the companies we support have made significant operational advances. It's really exciting to watch. To be clear, our sustainability fund does not provide venture capital. We do not make equity investments or provide debt. We're using our $5 million annual fund to move markets forward by buying what's available in the marketplace. And then to decide how we spend our fund, we conducted an invitation-only proposal process where we built high-trust relationships and co-developed our contracts. And this is intended so that we could go well beyond a standard customer relationship. What we wanted to do, more than simply buying carbon credits, we wanted our purchase to change the game for these companies. And in the case of soil carbon storage, we also wanted to change the game for the farmers and land managers that people are working with. So our sustainability fund is organized into two portfolios, the Frontier portfolio and the Evergreen portfolio. Our Frontier portfolio houses technologies that remove carbon from the atmosphere and lock it away for the long term. This is where we include things like direct air capture, utilization of carbon dioxide in products, ocean-based solutions, bio-based solutions, and mineralization. And in our Evergreen portfolio, we include key solutions that remove carbon over shorter timescales and are ready and available today. And this includes things like forests and soil carbon storage or renewable energy. This is where soil carbon storage fits into our sustainability fund. And I'm often asked why we decided to purchase soil carbon storage. We see regenerative agriculture as having a huge potential when looked at alongside other measures such as improving productivity, reducing deforestation, and reducing production of fertilizers. All of these things combined within the agricultural sector could be leveraged to really put a good foot forward in fighting climate change, but also we recognize that there are other benefits to regenerative agriculture. Specifically, studies and research have shown that soil is the largest terrestrial carbon sink, and it is currently well underutilized, which means we have a huge potential there. We also recognize that ranchers play a key role because they manage these lands every day, and this gives them an in-depth understanding. Regenerative land management is also highly scalable because ranchers are at ranches and ranchers are everywhere, and the world's going to continue to need to be fed. And so optimal regenerative grazing practices are also really well understood. And really what we see is that we just need more ranchers to adopt these practices. And there's going to be a realization of a massive co-benefit where we can support regenerative agriculture to regenerate our soils for climate purposes, but it also helps ensure that we take care of our soil health and can continue to meet the demand for food worldwide. So Soil Value Exchange is a vehicle for companies like Shopify to provide financial support for rancher adoption of regenerative practices. We chose to work with Soil Value Exchange for 3 reasons. We felt that they had an excellent business plan and a very strong leadership team. They're also well involved in development and piloting of the B Carbon soil standard, which actually includes field measurements. And this allows Shopify to feel very comfortable with soil carbon storage, knowing that we're going to be able to see data that truly demonstrates that soil carbon concentration has increased as a result of regenerative practices. And another thing that stood out to us about Soil Value Exchange is their interconnection with the larger community. And we thought that this was going to provide them with a real good ability to scale and bring on more ranchers. So far, we haven't been proven wrong, and we're really proud of our relationship with Soil Value Exchange. And we're really excited about the progress that has happened since we started working with them last September. And, it's really amazing to see more ranchers sign on. And we really look forward to watching this accelerate over the year. And we're also really we're really excited to see more companies being open to paying for soil carbon storage. And going forward, we see these two things playing off each other, where companies like Shopify are willing to buy soil carbon storage, and more ranchers are adopting regenerative practices. So there's more soil carbon storage to buy. And these two things will work together to accelerate adoption of regenerative agriculture and also to compensate ranchers in the process of changing their approaches. So we're really happy to be involved. And thanks so much for having me on today to talk.